Japan. Japan is just away from our world and they have their own unique life. There are so many other reasons why Japan is the most unique country in the world. In this video I'll tell you about the 19 interesting facts about Japan, but before we start I request you to subscribe to my channel and to hit the bell icon is very compulsory. Number 1. It is not bad to say that Japan is a world leader in robotics. Japanese engineers are known for producing a range of human-like robots such as Sumo, and the robots are very prominent in Japanese life. They are used as labor, elder care and even in hotels, but many experts say that Japanese advancement in robotics are violating natural boundaries, and maybe because of Japan, robots will rule in the world. Number 2. Japan is the world of craziest vending machines. There are 5 million vending machines mostly in every street of Japan. You can mostly buy everything from vending machines including condoms, comic books, toilet paper, umbrella, fish bait, porn magazines and even used women's underwear. Number 3. Japan has more pets than children. According to Japan Pet Food Association, there were about 23.3 million pets in Japan but only 16.6 million children under the age of 15. That's why in many parts of Japan it is easier to buy clothes for dogs than for children. Number 4. One of the more unique traditional events in Japan is the Crying Sumo contest, which takes place at the Sensoji Temple in Tokyo, where wrestlers compete to see who can make a baby cry first. From their perspective, babies who cry more would grow up strong and healthy, and the purpose of this festival is to drive away evil spirits. Number 5. Japan has one of the world's countries which has the lowest crime rates. Crime in Japan is considered low to moderate as a comparison to other countries. In 2011 intentional homicide rate in Japan was 0.3 per 100,000 people, while America's rate was 4.7 per 100,000 people, and the reason is that anger and aggression are considered shameful in Japanese society. That's why all of these societal factors combine to make Japan one of the safest countries in the world. Number 6. With low crime rate and high suicide rate, Japan is in the country with most suicide attempt. Nearly 20,000 people die by suicide every year in Japan and 70% of suiciders are male. Most of those who took their lives were of high school age, where Japanese students typically study until they are aged 18. Isolation, bullying, failed relationships and the pressure are the mainly reason for suicide, and this was one of the biggest problem for Japan government. Number 7. Adults are more commonly adopted than children are in Japan. Over 90% of the people adopted in 2011 were men between the ages of 20 and 30. These adoptions are often a way for a family to secure an heir or pass down a business. Adult adoption is also used as a legal alternative to same-sex marriage, which is not formally recognized in Japan. Number 8. The childbirth rate in Japan is quite low. Japan's population has declined every year since 2007. Maybe people don't have time or money to have children. And another one interesting fact is that Japanese sell more adult diapers than child diapers. Number 9. If we sleep in the office or school, then it will create a problem for us. But if we are in Japan then it's not a big problem. Japanese firms encourage employees to take naps at work. Some companies have instituted policies to allow employees to take napping breaks during the workday in order to improve productivity. And employees said that their work performance has improved since they started taking naps. Number 10. Japan is an island country which is made by 6,852 islands, collectively called the Japanese archipelago, sweeps down from the eastern tip of Siberia in the north to the northern edge of Taiwan in the south. Japan is the largest island country in East Asia and the fourth largest island country in the world. Number 11. Japan has more earthquakes than any country in the world. More than 1,500 earthquakes a year and minor tremors occur nearly every day, because Japan is located in an area where several continental and oceanic plates meet. This is the cause of frequent earthquakes. If earthquakes occur below or close to the ocean then the result is more dangerous as tsunami. Number 12. If you ever make plan to visit Japan then don't forget to book room in Capsule Hotels. Capsule Hotels are one of Japan's best known and unique types of lodging. They are usually found around major train stations in large cities and target individuals looking for a low budget. The benefit of these hotels is convenience and low price, usually $18 to $36 a night. Number 13. Japan is the home of the world's oldest continually operating independent company. Kongo Gumi Company Limited was a construction company that operated for over 1,400 years until being absorbed by another company in 2006. Since its founding in the year 578, the company was run by members of the same family for 40 generations. Number 14. It's no secret that Japan's people eat plenty of fish and you need only look to the sushi restaurants in every city in Japan. about 17 million tons per year. Japan is the world's largest importer of seafood, with shrimp comprising about 1/3 of the total, about 4 million tons a year. More than 20% of Japanese protein is obtained through fish and fish products. Number 15. One of the Japanese most famous and old dishes, sushi. Sushi has been around since the 2nd century AD. It started as a way to preserve fish in China and eventually made its way to Japan. And now traditional Japanese food evolves into a trendy universal dish. Sushi is rising its global popularity and becoming one of the global convenience food choices. Number 16. Fruit is one of the best gifts for Japan. In Japan, it's possible to find the most perfect fruit, a perfect color, completely unblemished, shiny and sweet. Many Japanese fruits are also handpicked. The world's most expensive fruits are also in Japan market, including square watermelon, ruby Roman grapes and Yubari king melon. Number 17. There is a strange festival in Japan named a Hakata Matsuri, or Naked Festival, in which participants wear a minimum amount of clothing. Naked festivals are held in dozens of places throughout Japan every year. Every year, over 9,000 men participate in this festival in hopes of gaining luck for the entire year. Number 18. Gang-uro, which literally translates to blackface, is a recent trend in which women bleach their hair and wear facial makeup that approximates an exaggerated tan. It is a new fashion style in Japan, started in the 1990s and is prevalent mostly among young women and women in their early 20s to this date. And this fashion leaned toward a more sexy and rebellious look, going against the conservative fashion of Japan. Number 19. And another most famous festival in Japan is Kanayama Shrine, which is also called the Penis Festival. The Kanayama Shrine was popular among prostitutes who wished to pray for good business and protection from sexually transmitted infections. The festival started in 1969 and today, the festival has become something of a tourist attraction and is used to raise money for HIV research. I hope you like these facts and here in other videos for you, and please don't forget to subscribe the channel.